My name is Dennis.
Carmen.
My name is Danielle.
I'm Katie.
I'm Amanda.
Okay, and these are the candidates for the position.
The first one is Tanya Ruiz. She's married and her husband will relocate with her. Tanya has an MA in public relations, is sharp in her appearance, and has a strong interpersonal communication skill set. Although she has an advanced degree in public relations, her practical experience is a bit limited. She has made it clear that she would expect our organization to help her husband find employment in the city.
Bill Chambers. Bill Chambers has a great personality, but he doesn't have much PR background. Although everything he touches seems to turn to gold, his resume is full of success stories. Solid credentials is not a part of his resume. Bill would also command a high salary. His salary expectation is 30% greater than the top end of the range budgeted for this position.
Jane Phillips is well known in the field of public relations. You're surprised that she applied for the position. Apparently there is some reason she wants to work for our company or relocate to our area. Although Jane is terrific at PR, everyone admits that she is very difficult to work with. Hiring Jane would bring prestige and visibility to your firm and help your company move from regional to national prominence.
Scott Jameson. He's currently employed in your personal department where your PR activity is housed. He worked for your company for 10 years and knows your company inside and out. Thus, he could be immediately productive on the job. While researching his background for this position, you heard rumors from some secretaries that Scott has the reputation of making inappropriate sexual advances towards his female colleagues.
Lynn Chung was recommended by the founder of the company. The founder is no longer a part of the day-to-day activities of the company, but mentors most of the executive group. Lynn is married to the founder's daughter, who was recently diagnosed with a serious and often fatal form of cancer. In Lynn's previous job, he was a sales manager for a larger national company, but lost his position in corporate merger. The company founder believes that Lynn is capable of handling your PR director position.
All right, so now that we know our candidates, let's first discuss Tanya Ruiz.
I think a problem we're going to encounter with Tanya, although she has strong interpersonal communication skills, is the fact that we need to find a job for her husband as well.
And that she has limited experience, huh?
Yeah.
I think that's really important, the fact that she has limited experience.
But she does have the credentials. She has a master's in public relations, so she knows at least the area or the topic.
And that shows that she's determined.
Yeah, and motivated, and that she's willing to stick to her dreams or goals.
Yeah.
But one of the things we have to do, though, is we're about to hit a real upswing as it relates to the presence of the company. And I think we need someone with more experience than she does at this point. She may get it at some point, but I think right now she may be limited in that regard.
Yeah,
Maybe
like
it's not time
more of
yet.
a smaller position or
Yeah.
not. Yeah, she's kind of like jumping into the ocean instead of a pond.
Yeah.
It's a pond.
I think that's good.
What about Bill Chambers?
I ranked him as number 5. I'm not very pleased with him. He doesn't have any background, but yet he demands a higher pay than all of our other people in that position, and I don't think he deserves it, and couldn't even withheld or upheld the duties of our public relations director position requirements.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. He has a great personality. I guess that's awesome. We need that around. But if he has no background or no credentials, he's like, he doesn't have a degree, and he's asking for more than what a person with a degree should,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sounds so greedy.
Well, also, I think it's important he's looking for a job, but his demand salary-wise is even beyond what our budget is.
Yes.
Yeah.
And given the fact that he has no background, that could be problematic, I think, for us.
Yes.
Exactly.
Dennis, can you be
All right, so moving on to Jane Phillips. What do you guys think of her?
I definitely like her.
I like her too, actually.
I just like the fact that she's going to bring our company up in the names. We're going to be actually known and visible, and actually everybody's going to if Jane Phillips works with us, she is definitely going to benefit our company a lot.
Do you think, and I agree with those comments, but she's going to be on the executive committee, and she has a difficult personality
Yes.
from what her reputation is, and so it's going to be critical in this that we
See eye to eye.
see eye to eye, and that we're all sort of rowing the boat together. It may very well be that her qualifications and her experience outweigh that, but
Yeah.
I think we have to be careful about that.
I think if we would just work with her though, and I mean, we should just work with her and tell her this is the type of environment that you need to adapt to in order to have this position. You know?
Yeah.
Like let her know, like this is a team.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, and she's been around enough that she might very well likely accept that direction.
All right. Let's move on to Scott Jamison.
I like the fact that he's worked with our company for 10 years and he knows it inside out. That means we don't have to reintroduce him and we don't have to go step by step and show him how everything works because he already knows. So that way we don't have to spend that much time training him in all those positions. But then also the inappropriate sexual harassments do weigh out or do bring down the comfort zone in our environment, and I don't know if we should risk that.
I think that's a really good point. As the only male on this committee, I think that's a killer because we can't in any way afford someone who's going to be involved in any type of sexual harassment, particularly if they are one of the faces of the company. That is
Exactly.
Yes,
that's our reputation right there. And
exactly.
not only that, but we might lose another employee. And we might hire him, but we might lose a couple of great employees that bring more to the table than what he can
Surely.
because of him making the work environment uncomfortable.
Yeah.
That's a good point. That's
Yeah.
a very good point.
So
Okay.
Lin Chung.
I think that Lynn is obviously a hard worker and would be great for this job, but I think this is very situational for him, that he might be too stressed out or have too much on his plate while working here when his wife is very sick. He needs to spend, although he probably would put work first a lot, in this case he needs to put his family first, and although we can't control that, it's what any of us would do. So I don't know if right now is the best time for him to be working for us.
I do definitely, I like the fact that he was recommended by the founder, though, because the founder obviously knows what's best for the company. But then, as we said, we need to have the priorities straightened out. And family, probably in his case, will come first because it's his wife.
yeah,
So we have to worry about that a little bit because we do require a little more time here and there, and he might not be able to provide it.
yeah. I do have another concern is that he did lose the position in corporate merger, and on top of that, the founder did recommend him, but just because he believes that he's capable of handling this position doesn't mean that he can handle this position.
I think that's a good point.
Yeah.
Even though there's that relation, which can be a positive, merely because our founder recommends him, doesn't really make him qualified.
Yeah,
Exactly.
And it could be problematic in the event that he doesn't work out, and then we have to move him. We're going to have
I wonder
problems
why.
with the founder.
I wonder why he
Yeah.
actually recommended him. Has he seen him work in this position before? Why does he even think he is capable?
Yeah, and
It doesn't give us
Conflict
really
of
great
interest.
reasons why he would be capable of it.
I didn't realize that.
Carmen mentioned a conflict of interest because of the family.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because he's married. His wife is the founder's daughter.
so he probably
there
just
could
wants, keep it in the family probably.
Yeah, which may not mean he's very fit for the job. But, yeah, so...
Out of these
After-
candidates, who did you guys choose? I'm sorry.
Who do we think would best fit this
I think
job?
Jane Phillips.
I agree.
I agree with Jane too.
I vote Jane, I guess. Yes.
I think it's unanimous because I think she's probably the most qualified, and I think we're able to work with her and let her know what we expect of her as it relates to
From the
personality.
get-go.
Yeah.
So we can all be moving in the same direction.
Yes.
Yeah.